Hello world, it's Dave. Got another video for you here that deals specifically with, I know we've been talking about the sports festivals, but that's exactly it, is that I've been talking about them, and I haven't really given anybody a window into what it actually looks like. So what I've made this video for is to talk briefly about the kind of events that go on at the sports festival, because there's a couple really unique things that they do that are quite different from back in the West. But then I'm going to keep it short because down in the links at the bottom will be a Dropbox shared folder where if you want to see what one of these school events looks like, and all the different events that are going on, I've created an album of it. I actually got my camera out and I took some decent pictures. So you too can visually share the experience with me. You can check it out, which is good. But I do want to give you just a little brief description of a couple of the events that are going on, because it might be a little bit confusing just to see the image and think what the hell is actually happening here. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go with a couple that are confusing. So one of the first ones that you're probably going to see is I don't even know the actual name. I should have gotten the name, but it's basically this: that you got a flat field, you got your two teams on either side of the field. You got two colors. You got Akai, which is red, and you got Shiro, which is white. So red and white teams on either side of the field, and each team has this kind of pole that they have set up on the other side of the field, and at the top of the pole is the opposing team's color. So red team's got a white flag at the top, and white team's got a red flag at the top of their pole. And whistle gets blown, and all they do, this is aggressive. This is an aggressive event that goes on. They run across the field to the opposing team, and it's an interesting strategy, or you have to develop an interesting strategy where whoever runs across the field will then battle with the guys on the other side to pull down this pole to be able to take their flag off the top of it. But every individual who is running from your side of the field to go over and try and bring this flag down to grab it then weakens the defenses back at home, because anybody who didn't run over to grab the flag is going to be able to stand there and try and hold the thing upright, because as people come in to attack it, you all huddle around it and try and protect the pole. And you wouldn't believe, like you're going to see in some of the pictures, just some of the things they get up to. But I was watching like kids run up kids' backs and like ride the pole to the ground and all sorts of crazy, crazy stuff that they would do to successfully get this thing down so they could get their flag off of it. So that was one thing. The another event that you'll see happen here is called, I've had this said to me so many times, I think I'm saying it right now, is Makude, which basically means like it's like a 100-leg race. So if you think of, and I've mentioned this in other videos, but now that I've got the pictures to back it up, I'll mention it again. It's it's like a two-legged race, but in a two-legged race with someone, you've only got your inner leg that's bound with that person, and you're trying to run forward. The way that they really amp this up, and you can see it in the pictures, is that as opposed to just a two-legged race, you stand in front and behind. These teams can go up to like 10 people or more, and each leg, your left leg, your right leg, is attached to the person in front of you and behind you. Or I should say, you are attached to these ropes, but then the people in front are also attached to these ropes. So you have to move in conjunction with everybody else, like a centipede moving forward. And this is just epic. I got a couple good pictures that you'll see here where you can see when a wipeout happens, and I've mentioned this before, that it's pretty dramatic, especially with these teams of 10, that like everybody's strewn everywhere. Everybody's fallen over as a result of wiping out. And I mean, if one person goes down, that can often be enough just to yank the whole chain, so they get taken out. That's a really, really cool event that they do. The kids seem to get really, really into that one. And I think I probably got the best pictures of that one, actually. I got right up and almost like ran into one of the senseis that was trying to run by me with her team when they were doing it. Thankfully, she didn't hit me. There was that. That's another one that might require a little more explanation. Then there's another one, which is really, really cool. It's horse in their language. I don't know the word for it yet in Japanese, or horse in their language. Horse is our language translated. Anyways, you get the idea. And what they do is they got a little tripod set up where you got two guys in front and you got one guy in the back, and this it's like a triangle of humans then, and all these three link arms with each other, and then that's created a sort of platform in the middle, And another guy then sits on this platform of them crossing their arms with each other. He sits on top of that. And then again, you got the red team, you got the blue team, and you got all these lines up of these like tripod horses that a guy's mounted up on. And they start beating this drum. I took a picture of the drum, and as soon as they start beating the drum, they charge each other like knights on horses. And the goal of the game is to tear the guys off the top. You're trying to um, dethrone, you're trying to unsaddle the guys who are on top of the tripod. So you'll see them smash into each other and then rip each other off of it. I've got a few good action shots of that, them, people hitting the ground, things like that. And of course, strategy comes into this because there's of course it can't just be that you have a bunch of really big guys who are just beating up on little guys, and it's set on a set time period. It's not just that you would wipe out the entire team, and this really allows for a little more strategy because that then means that if you're a quick, fast group but you have zero strength, all you try and do the whole time is run away and flee anybody who's trying to take you off your horse. And so you might on each team actually have kind of like the couple guys who are really good at clobbering everybody else, and they will try and hunt down everybody. But then a large portion of your points comes from the fact that you had little quick guys who never ever got caught by the opposing team. Um, so it's those three. You got the pole game, you got Makude, and you've got that crazy horse game that I just described. And aside from that, I got a few other good pictures. I've got like, you know, some stuff with just the relay races, a little more traditional stuff. It was kind of cool when I was there at this event. They have a tug of war. The girls do a tug of war, but they also have the PTA, the Parent Teachers Association, does a tug of war. So I was out there, obviously not taking pictures, but it was fun, you know, doing the tug of war. We didn't win. We won one of three. I was glad to get one. It's a tough matchup, but a lot of fun. A good day. This is already getting longer than it should be, but yep, down in the links, Dropbox folder, you can check out all these pictures. I think I got about, I've weeded out the worser ones, so I tried to stick with the quality, and I got about 68 of them. So a good couple of photos to check out there for you. And this is more of my teaching in the Japan, the experiences thereof. And if you enjoy, please subscribe. I'll be going, you know, having more adventures, taking more pictures, and discussing whatever else on the channel. So yeah, if you enjoy, please like, please subscribe. And like I like to say, until we meet again next time, world, thanks for tripping with Dave. Ciao for now.